We got a Cappuccino. This is the newest JDM car here. Top is down. Really good condition, only 123,000 kilometers. Aftermarket radio, got the Bluetooth hooked up. Super AFC, very nice. Interior is actually in really good condition. This has been on, I've had this for sale for a few months, but like always, people just don't want to buy things that aren't here. So I gotta wait till it gets here and then clean it up and then say, hey, I actually have the car here, and then everybody's all excited about it and wants to buy it. So everything looks good. No leaks, no drips, nothing like that. This is the EA21R chassis, so it's the later model with the timing chain, not the timing belt. And a little bit lighter, I think, more aluminum components, if I remember correctly. Aluminum block, maybe. A ginormous Lexus LS next to this thing. So it's not too bad. I mean, the paint's good. It just needs a nice cleaning. Really, that's kind of it. I mean, it's just the basic package that I do. Clean the engine bay, spray it down, pressure wash, soap, exterior, and then just do a little basic, compound, wax, ceramic maybe, and she'll be looking 100%. Also, very acceptable. A lot of these are prone to rust issues and corrosion, but as you can see here, this is pretty good. This is acceptable. Actually, it's more than acceptable. It's pretty fantastic. AC, ice cold. Got an AFC in here. That brings me back to my DSM days. You can see kind of like what they modified. They just really richened it up on the bottom. I don't know why. I mean, everything's stock. I don't know why they're messing with this, but it is what it is. So that's it. That's the Cappuccino. Just want to give you a quick walk around in case you're interested in getting one. This is what we're all looking for. The Cappuccino sold, and here is our LX450. I do air quotes here because I call it a barn find, but in 2025, secondly, like an auction find. But you could see the tires, they still have that like dirt, like they were sitting for 4 or 5 years. And this one was. Last time it passed emissions was 2020. It's a California truck, one owner, corporate truck, zero rust. So this thing, you just don't find them like this anymore. I mean, even the hitch here, there's like no rust on it. Corrosion on the spare tire, okay, fine. Can't really see much here, but no rust. I mean, all the bolts are good. The tailgate, the hatch, which usually rusts out on these, is fine. There's even just very little paint fade. You would expect more from West Coast car, but this takes me back to like 2005 when you could find these in this condition, and this only has 184,000 miles. So super good find here. Take a look at the engine here. This is like literally when it rolled off the truck, so I didn't touch it at this point. But battery's good. It has some service from the dealer. Hood struts, I've already replaced those actually by the time of this video. Radiator's brand new. They did like the front and rear main seal, I think, on this at the dealer, but these have a timing chain, so you don't need any like timing belt service. The front end looks decent. Tires are old, but look at this axle, like it's just brand new almost. There's no rust, no corrosion, nothing. This thing is just so awesome. Oh. Interior, these almost always need new seat covers and foam, so that's not too out of the ordinary. There's just somewhere, over the years in the heat in the desert, just dries it out. A couple cracks in the dashboard, but I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to let the next owner deal with that because I don't want to do anything they wouldn't want to do. Back seat area, these seats look great. I mean, original floor mats again. It's just super clean, no weird smells. It smells like just old Lexus leather. It said the back hatch didn't open, like there's a mechanical fault, but I think just the plunger was down here, like it opens fine after that. So I don't know if the actuator is bad in there, but either way, it's good to go. And logos, got the gold package. I don't know if all LX450s had that or not, but clean, just clean and back. You know, no dogs, no cargo, nothing that smells in this thing. It was just a lightly used corporate truck. So that's it. I mean, we'll get into some cleaning here, just spraying everything down, you know, doing the buffing on the paint and the compound, but I'll just show you my process, you know, how we turn this into something we can sell. Got the good old pressure washer here, simple green, a brush, and we've also got some Adams iron remover. These wheels are corroded, so it's not like we're going to be able to fix them. The tires are from like 2007, so we need new tires on there. But here is the iron remover. Again, it's like not going to do anything, but I just want to show it for the video. This will get any like iron, brake dust, and metal off the wheels, kind of dissolve it, and then you know, scrub it a little bit, let it sit, and then you can hose it off. But there's only so much you can do for wheels that are you know, that worn. And this back one is actually the best out of the four, that right rear one. Here is the iron remover in action. It turns purple, and then you can just spray it off, and then it removes any kind of like brake dust off the wheel. Good stuff. A lot of different brands. I just had the Adams because that's what was on Amazon. Here we will spray the wheels down. You can see how dirty it is already. Like the tires were super dirty, the rims were, or the wheels were dirty, but just initial process, you know, 15 or 25 degree nozzle on the pressure washer, and that's kind of where we're at. So that's the good wheel again. It's the best one out of the four. Engine bay, spray down with simple green and hit it with the pressure washer. You can start the engine and then have it running while you do this, because sometimes on these old like coil distributors and wires, the water can make it funky. The satisfying hose down. You can just see all those years of dirt and dust just vanish from the car, because it's never been, no one's ever done this. No one's ever sprayed the engine bay down since 1997. So it just helps improve the look, you know, for pictures and selling. People like to see a clean engine bay, and you're not like hiding anything. You're just kind of resetting everything and making it nice to find any future leaks, if there's any oil, valve cover, gaskets, anything like that. But look how nice this comes off. Just super nice, super nice. And you know, the next owner appreciates it because they got a clean slate to work with. Next up, we got the Mega Foam cannon. So we'll blast this with foam, let it soak in. I've already done like a pre-rinse, pre-spray with just water, but we'll let this soak in and then scrub it down with the mitt and then do a final rinse on it. But the stuff smells good. Losing daylight, but it's all kind of scrubbed down. Now I'm just going to do a nice rinse and get it in the garage so we can do next steps and the compound and all that stuff, ceramic coating. But spray away. Ta-da! Just like magic, all clean and shiny. So we just did some basic, I think it was McGuire's compound and orange pad on the buffer, and then some turtle wax ceramic spray, I think. I don't know exactly what it is, but shined it up nice, and you know, it's minimal labor investment on your part, but the car still looks good. You know, you did your part. It's smooth, shiny, it repels water. And the turtle wax stuff, the ceramic coating, it's rated pretty well on Amazon. I'll link it down below so you can get one. I know there's some other ones that are better, but the that turtle wax one is like 20 bucks or something, and the Adams is like 50 or 60. So interior, again, like, yeah, we can order seat covers and all that and do it, but my thing is that the next buyer is going to want to do it themselves. So they're going to want to pick the brand, they're going to want to pick the color, and do it all themselves. So this is just kind of why I leave stuff like this, because if we put too much into it, It's a time and money and effort thing, and the new buyer might not like what you did. So wheels too, like you can get aftermarket wheels or sandblast them and powder coat them. That's probably what I would do on this. Engine bay is all clean, just again fresh slate. Radiator's brand new, like I said. If there's any oil leaks, much easier to find. The Lexus thing, that's specific to the LX450 and not on the Land Cruiser. But overall, like the two trucks are identical. Just some like graphic stuff in the cladding on the doors, and the wheels are different from Land Cruiser as well. But beautiful truck. It looks just as good underneath as it does on top. Let's take a look under here and I'll show you. But like Midwest, where I'm from, it doesn't look like this ever. It probably never has, and this looks like it just kind of rolled off the factory a couple years ago. So even the paint on the springs, like what? That's just insane to me. Totally original exhaust, original cats. You can even probably take these bolts and nuts off and put new ones on, new cat gaskets. The side steps, totally fine. The body to frame mounts, look at that gold nuts on the exhaust hanger. That's just wild. That's just crazy. It's such a treat to work on cars like this. Rear end, same thing. Parking brake works. You know, how many Land Cruisers do you know? 80 series that the handbrake still works. Original pipe, original muffler. Totally serviceable. All this stuff just awesome. Brake line's good. The door panels, I think the wood is like different from the Land Cruiser 80 series. I don't know if they had wood on those, but everything else is the same. Center caps aftermarket, and then they've got the CD changer in back on the LX. They don't have it on the Land Cruiser in back like that. So that's it. I mean, it's a super clean truck. What do you guys think? Would you buy this? It's for sale now. I don't know by the time this video posts if it'll be gone, but I'm kind of going to be aggressive on it. Start high, obviously, and just come down. I mean, let the people decide what the price is, and the more interest you get, the lower you go, you'll find your price. And hopefully that price is more than what you paid, and you make a few bucks for lunch and hamburgers, but you don't find them like this. I'm telling you, these 80 series, they are not like this anymore. So if you find one, hang on to it. And as always, please comment, like, subscribe, click that notification bell. The more people, the better. I can do more videos, more cars, all sorts of stuff. That's how YouTube works. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you like this truck. And if you want one, I can find one for you. Let me know. Shoot us an email, message. We'll get you one. Take care.